What's going on? It is Cop Pizzle, and the Giants have concluded their 2025 preseason with a 42-10 win against the New England Patriots tonight. And, man, let me tell you guys something. I try to, the point of my channel is to try to give a perspective of one person's point of view of his favorite team and a team that he's genuinely loved now for over 30 plus years. And I just try to be open and honest. Whether I'm right or wrong, to me doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, it's what I believe, and you guys get to watch this in real time of how I feel about this team. And as you know, it's the National Football League. It's ever-changing. I don't pretend to be anything that I'm not. I'm definitely not making content in my mom's basement pretending to be, an analyst or anything like that. I'm just a dude who loves this team. And so, with that being said, I think in all of my years of being a fan, that was my favorite preseason that I've ever watched in regards to the New York Football Giants. And I know in the scheme of things that doesn't matter, and it's not that big of a deal, to how you had a great preseason. To me, I understand it doesn't mean anything that we went 3-0. It's not going to mean anything come October, but it's not even about the fact that the Giants not only went undefeated in the preseason, but dominated these games. Absolutely dominated them from start to finish. But did it in such a way where, for the first time in so long, I can genuinely see with my own two eyes, visually, that the culture has absolutely changed. What we are seeing now with this team is what I thought we would see at the very start of the Joe Shane, Brian Dable tenure, and it is happening now. And boy, is it something! Is it a sight to see? Look, there are some stars, among this team. Tonight, right out of the gate, Jackson Dart. What a great preseason! What a great training camp this guy had. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see what the Giants do with him. It's going to be absolutely interesting. I'm fascinated by it. I don't know where I stand on it. There's a part of me that wants to see him sit all year long. There's a part of me that wants to see him play. And so, man, it's going to be interesting to see what the Giants do with that. I think we definitely saw a star, in the making potentially, in Marcus Bowe for this offensive line. I really liked what I saw from him this preseason. He's somebody that the Giants drafted late in this past draft and has clearly shown that he has the capability to probably be a starter next season if he doesn't already make an impact this season. And there's finally some depth at that tackle position, something that I can finally get excited about, and will only improve this team going forward. Clearly, the Giants have got we've got depth now at the quarterback position, unlike we've had in previous seasons. I think our tight ends, and I'm not just talking about one guy, I'm talking about the whole totality, all the tight ends, I felt made a tremendous impact in this preseason, tremendous impact tonight. I've found out via these preseasons that we have more depth at the receiver position than ever before. I don't know how I feel about Jalen Hyatt going forward. I'll be honest with you. But guys like Bo Collins, stepped up and showed that maybe there is something. Maybe we do have some depth there. Maybe there is a young guy that we could potentially count on, if he's able to make the team. I think he's got the skill set to make this team. It's interesting to see. We'll see if he ends up on the practice squad or if he makes it. I can't wait to see what the Giants do. I think that there's more depth in the secondary now than I realized. How talented they are, that's yet to be seen. But the defense tonight was the best it's been in all 3 preseason games from start to finish. Some of these first 2 things got a little sketchy at the end, but tonight, from start to finish, the Giants defense played exceptional and played with enthusiasm, tenacity, and just so much energy that I could just feel it through the screen. There's something special going on with this Giants team. I've got to be honest. And I know there's Cowboy fans, Commander fans, and Eagle fans will, shoo it away and say that, it's no big deal. And the Giants, I'm telling you right now, if the Giants played with that kind of energy all preseason, and you saw this impact and you saw this culture-changing movement about this team, I cannot imagine what it's going to look like come regular season. I cannot imagine what it's going to look like week 1 in Washington. I think this team is going to absolutely, whatever win total the Giant fans or people think the Giants are going to get, they need to go ahead and up it. I'm just telling you. This team looks like, if they can stay healthy, I'm telling you, there's something about this team that's different, unlike anything I have experienced in a long time being a Giants fan. I sure as hell ain't felt this way in at least 10 years. I'm just going to be honest. It's been a while. I have always tried to be optimistic no matter what. I've been biased. I've been optimistic. I've had rose-colored glasses on. I can genuinely say, after watching all 3 preseason games from start to finish, watching tonight, I'm almost in awe of tonight. Just this team, this just doesn't even feel like the same team I've been rooting on over the last fucking decade, really, to be honest. There's just something different. I can't even put a finger on it. There's just something different about what's going on right now, at East Rutherford, New Jersey. I mean, there's something going on here. Look, I'm not sitting here saying that, because what we just did in the preseason and training camp is going to lead to a Super Bowl run. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I feel like we have positioned ourselves to get on that fucking launching pad now. And I have no idea where this rocket ship's about to go. And I'm not talking about just this year. I'm talking about beyond this year. This feels like the start of something fucking beautiful. It really does. I mean, at this point, I'm going to be absolutely stunned if we have a terrible season. If we have a terrible season, I'm telling you, I'm going to be stunned. There's something about this team. I wish I could understand it more. I don't know what it is, but there's an energy, a cockiness, a swag, an aura, just a bravado. I don't know what noun or verb you need to use to come up with what I'm experiencing or feeling right now as a fan. But I just watched this team beat the dog piss out of 3 teams in the National Football League in the preseason, and I don't think it's an accident of what I just saw. I really don't. If nothing else is taken away from this team has more depth than people realized. And they just seem like they're playing for each other and they care about one another. It looks like a locker room you'd want to be a part of. Like they're just having so much fun being out there. From the guys that are starters to the guys that are on the fringe of making this team. And I understand a lot of people want to just name drop this guy. What do you think about this guy? I understand, but I don't even care about name dropping per se, outside of the fact that I'm just looking at the total picture here. And this picture looks more beautiful than I've ever imagined it could have possibly went. Look, I was optimistic after the draft. I was way optimistic. Probably more than I should have been. But after what I've just experienced through training camp and these preseason games, I am reeled the fuck all the way in. And I know that's a bad thing for me. I know I shouldn't probably do that to myself. But holy smokes, I just absolutely loved this preseason. They just played so well. You couldn't have asked a better performance out of Jackson Dart in 3 games. I mean, you really couldn't have. And the little that we got to see of Russ, I think he can do this thing, man. Jamison obviously went out there and did his thing. I can't fucking fault him for that. Hell, even Tommy DeVito looked good. You know, and I don't even know. I highly doubt that man's about to make this team. But there's good quality depth at the running back position. The offense, I'm telling you, I think the offense is going to be way better than people realized. And I know the defense is going to be good. The defense is absolutely going to be good. But this offense, there's something, it has a chance to really, the defense is going to set the tone. But I'm telling you, this offense feels like it's going to deliver some punches. Can't wait to get this thing started. Preseason's over for the New York Giants, and it is time to start to focus on week 1. I got a busy weekend coming up. I'll be in Las Vegas this weekend. I'll be at the Westgate Sportsbook on Saturday. I'll be at Circa on Sunday. If you're there in the area, come swing by, say hello. But after that, when I get back from there, we'll start making our content and having a what I hope is a great 2025 New York Giants season. We'll be seeing you guys.